Good morning, guys. Hi, it's Rohit Prakash. First off, I want to say I hope you slept well, and your journey thus far up until this morning has been fantastic and fine. And it's a beautiful Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to everybody. I also want to take the time out to say thank you for all the kind birthday wishes for me. Today's my 40th birthday, and it's somewhat special to me. I guess it's monumental. I want to say thank you to my business partner Andrew Schultz, who made a lot of things possible for me. Thankful to the area of Sable Palm, and without whom I wouldn't be spiritually fit or emotionally fit. And thank you to Polo Ralph Lauren. Um, I really appreciate it. With that being said, if you haven't been noticing, I've been putting up series of videos that hopefully will inspire, motivate, and keep your energy levels at a very optimal level, especially at times like right now when you have to go and wear a face mask to go grocery shopping and things like that. I just Earlier this morning I had to go to Sedano's and wear a grocery mask, pick up a birthday cake and cupcakes and some bananas and it's really it could be a very terrifying, horrific experience for some people, but if you have the right mindset, then you should be fine, and you'll be all right. Okay. There's three C's I want to go over today. Uh, I'm going in alphabetical order. 2 days prior, it was A, then B, the day after, and then now it's C. Okay. The A's was for architecture, awareness, acceptance. The B was bright, brave, and believe. And the C is for care, compassion, and competing versus identifying. We want to look at this very carefully because care in all aspects of your life. But what is it primarily that's most important to you? For me, what's most important to me is self care and being considerate. Okay, self care and being considerate about other people's feelings, and not only writing it down, because there's something old school that putting pen to paper. Once you put pen to paper and you write something down, it something triggers me in my brain to remember it. Hopefully, it's just the same thing for you. And if you don't have this pen and paper by you on this Easter Sunday, which I doubt, anyways, we could always play this recording back, rewind, fast forward, rewind, and fast forward, or what have you, until it gets embedded in your head and implemented in your head, so that it could be an everyday natural affair that happens to you in your lifetime. So number one would be care, right? Care about people's feelings, care about your feelings, and care about your surroundings. Don't be inconsiderate. Uh, Try not to be, at least. Have integrity. I was in the parking lot and I see people disposing of their latex gloves in the parking lot, and that's not right, because they're considerate enough to have their grocery store open for us. So the way we can pay them back in kind, is by caring about it. So that's just one example. The second example is compassion. When I was in line today, I had my mask on and my earplugs, and I didn't hear the lady, but she said to me when I was listening to my music, she said, stay 6 feet back, but in my music, and just by her body language, I thought it was an aggressive tone. So for a minute there, I thought that she was saying something. I forgot that everything else was going on. So my immediate reaction was to snap back, but I didn't. I was self-aware, right? Self-awareness was one of the is in part of the three A's. I wanted to be. I was aware about it, and I didn't. I held on and just kept on going about my way, because you know I had to be 6 feet away. She was right. I was wrong. So, and having compassion, she's been there since earlier in the morning, going through people's stuff, and with the coronavirus, has a family to feed, and this her means of feeding her family, and then it's an exchange of energies. There's good energy, and we try not to say bad energy, and there's different kinds of energy, right? Someone hopefully can get positively influenced by my energy, by my compassion, and by me caring, right? So care, compassion, and also the last one I put compete, but it means compete versus identify. Okay, by nature I was born a competitor. I have lots of that innate competitiveness spirit to me, but I let go of that. I am now, as opposed to compete, it's compete versus identify. And I figured this out only through sessions of therapy and sessions of a spiritual program that I go to. So if you're looking for something deep to do on our downtime right now, which we all have a little bit of time, I hope we do, we can identify as opposed to compete. The difference is the same thing as comparing and contrasting. Comparing is looking at the similarities, and contrasting is looking at the differences. So when we identify, we're just looking at the differences. We're just saying, why am I sitting here right now and I am magnetized, or there's something drawing me into him about her, about what they're saying. What is it about them? For me, I know in business, when I'm in business and I'm in a meeting, or someone's in a meeting, or someone's saying something, a lot of the times it used to be the 80-20 rule. 80% was how they said it, 20% was the content. Now the dynamics is changing. Now the content is becoming more like 40-60. 40% of the content, 60% of how they say it, right? I mean, at least that's how I feel. It's not a proven statistic, but that's how I feel. So now, a lot of, excuse me, guys, a lot of what I'm saying, and you identify, you're just identifying what is it that this person has that I want. What is it about them that I can do or implement in my life? What's different about it? If they can do it, I can do it. But again, there's I don't want to mislead anybody or think like, you want to speak or do something like that at all. But a lot of people will take minor classes or go online on YouTube for free, and they'll put, how to craft, do it yourself crafting, or do it yourself. If you want to build something, build a chair, or if you want to guided meditations. The website, again, I forgot to mention. Please forgive me. The website that my business partner and myself have mentioned, is called keepinspiring.me. Keepinspiring.me. And what that does is that there's a lot of different philosophers and scientists that have quotes on there, positive quotes on there, that you can highlight, put on your web page, put it wherever you like, post it, whatever, around or something like that, or just write it down on your white pad or yellow pad or what have you, and you can remember it. Some little pieces of inspiration, little things that are different, that will get you going throughout the day, because sometimes our engines gear down, and you have to, whether you drink your ginger tea, your espresso, or your oat milk tea with espresso, and that will that's definitely something to look into, because a lot of people feel, I know I do at times still to this day, but you know when I put out content or something like that, or if I'm not making a certain amount of money and someone else is, I'm saying, man, what is, now look at it with a different pair of eyes. Like, how can, or no, why is it that he's making this much amount? He's been here less time than what does he have? Let me just go ask him. I'm curious, not judgmental. So I go and I ask, and from there, it totally breaks down that barrier of that competitiveness and competition like mindset. Okay, if you want to compete against yourself. Set a goal. My personal best, hypothetically, let's say if my personal best was $250,000 last year, then let's say this year you want to make 300 or something like that, hypothetically. But you want to do it on a percentage basis, if you're gonna do that for your either business or personal, and a percentage basis that's probably realistic for the first 2 years in the business atmosphere. It's very easy to go from uh, to double and tripling your business your first 2 or 3 years, because that's when you're starting off. And for the first year, it's very common to be down, to spike down and be underhead because you got to pay your overhead costs. And then your second year, you'll spike up. Or your third year, you'll spike up. It's a matter of surviving the bad times and thriving in the good times. But you want to have at least 3 or 5 months in cash just in case. But I digress. That's just a part of business. So please try to identify and don't compare, because comparing is, when you're comparing, for some of us, it's already put in the dynamics of a negative connotation in us, and a dynamic's like, oh, great, here we go again. We're gonna compete. We're not supposed to. We just identify. When it's someone's time to speak and you guys are in a conversation, it's always good to just stay quiet and listen. I have trouble with that myself, but I'm aware of that now, and I'm trying to do that now. And I try to bring light. I have to smile more often. I don't know of any jokes offhand right now, but I'm supposed to tell a joke every day. That's one of my goals. So if I have to get back on here and tell a joke, and I hope you guys have a very, very blessed day, and I hope happy Easter Sunday. And even though and it's my birthday, and even though we're inside, be creative with our time, and be creative with where you're at. Do something that you've never done if you like. Uh, Try to read a funny joke, a stupid joke. Try to laugh at yourself. If you have a pet or a dog, try to hug your pet or your dog. If you can't have one, just go on Pinterest or wherever, or Google search or Facebook. A myriad of groups that you can go on to, and you can look on dog owners, and look at pictures, and it'll make you feel better. And it's a beautiful day outside right now, so you can feel the sun on your face, and hopefully that'll brighten you up. I know it's definitely brightened me up. So this morning I've already done my meditation, and I've already did other stuff to help my spiritual progress. And I did some errands for my father, and I'm just grateful to be alive and grateful to be here and have. If anyone, at least one person, gets this message, then to me I have succeeded. Remember, guys. Remember, make a positive impact in here, and then make a positive impact out there. Positive impact in here, positive impact out there. And if you can't find beauty, create it. Right? If you can't find beauty, create it. Guys, please excuse me. My dermatologist have my face cream on if it seems shiny or something like that, because I have my dermatologist recommend the face cream, and I put it on in the mornings. It's a regimen, and seems to be working. But you can find me on YouTube, Rohit Prakash, and the way spelled in here somewhere. And I really thank you again for being here. And this is my 40th birthday, and I get to share with you guys. What a blessing. Take care, and if you can't find beauty, create it. Remember, life is a series of created memories. Try to create some positive ones, okay? Or try to just create any memories, even if it's to yourself, that mean a lot to you. Okay, thanks for listening to me. I gotta go. You gave me 14 minutes and 8 seconds of your time, and I'm gonna take off. Take care. Bye bye.